Guard Base, Anchorage, Alaska, would like to wish you...
Good morning, America!
Good morning, America. I'm Joan London.
And I'm Charles Gibson. It is Wednesday, May 18th, a beautiful area here in Sitka, Alaska, the home, our home on this third day. A few clouds, but still mighty pretty here. Absolutely.
It's the third day of our Great Alaska Adventure, and this is in southeast area of Alaska, and Sitka is kind of a center of native culture, and I just want to show you something. This particular area is where the Tlingit Indians live, and they do beautiful work like this. This is a small little totem pole. Just up the road here, there's a collection up at Sitka National Park of the totem poles, and we're going to find out more about carving these statues.
There were some Tlingit Indians who came out to greet us yesterday at the airport. When we arrived, it was very nice of them to do that, and they did some native dance for us, and it was really a pleasure to see that. Also in this half hour, we're also going to get a taste of some local stuff, all the local products of Sitka, including a pie, which I'm told is making this town rather famous.
Unbelievable.
All of the staff have been talking about Sitka pies, and in this half hour, we're going to get a taste. But first, let's go back for some news to New York, and here's Morton Dean.
And good morning again, everyone. Celebration and confrontation in Gaza to end a long struggle for self-rule. Palestinian police let loose with a barrage of gunfire in the air to celebrate the withdrawal of the last contingent of Israeli troops from Gaza. As the Israelis left, there was a final confrontation, a group of Palestinians throwing rocks, Israelis firing back with tear gas. An attempt to put the brakes on inflation is driving up the cost of borrowing money. The Fed raised two key short-term interest rates yesterday by 0.5% each. Major banks immediately raised their prime lending rate by 0.5 point. That means higher finance charges on credit cards and loans. Where there's talk of smoking on Capitol Hill, there's fiery debate. Yesterday, a critic of the tobacco industry testified before a House subcommittee. ABC's Barry Serafin reports.
The hearing was triggered by press reports that secret Brown and Williamson Tobacco Corporation documents called nicotine addictive and linked tobacco to health problems 30 years ago.
Did the tobacco companies implement one of the most concerted and well-organized conspiracies of silence in corporate America?
Former Health, Education, and Welfare Secretary Joseph Califano said the answer was yes.
Had the American people known 30 years ago what the tobacco companies kept from them, we could have averted millions of premature deaths and disabilities.
Califano said if the government had known what the tobacco companies knew, it would have moved to regulate cigarettes years ago. Califano said he had not seen the Brown and Williamson documents, only press reports. And a tobacco state congressman came to the company's defense.
To sit here and try to suggest that one company or one group of executives had access to information that they conspired to withhold from the American people is absurd.
But Califano, who now heads an addiction and substance abuse center, wasn't having any of it. And he angrily accused Brown and Williamson of trying to silence him with a letter from its lawyers, warning him that documents referred to in press reports were believed stolen and are under a court injunction.
This is a blatant attempt to intimidate me.
Congressman Waxman leveled the same charge because of a court order obtained by Brown and Williamson lawyers, which would require the subcommittee to turn over secret company documents it has received. Brown and Williamson issued a statement denying any attempt to intimidate Califano, but
a white hell. But the Arctic is full of surprises, home for a startling variety of wildlife that live both above and below the ice. Much of the Arctic area is ocean, including the North Pole, and it's frozen solid for all or part of